Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting this video with one crying and one happy eye because my e-reader broke. Last week on the night from Tuesday to Wednesday I was finishing up Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes and I finished it, thank God. And as I was finishing it, I went to mark it as read on my e-reader and it wouldn't work. I was like, that's odd. So I went to restart it. I pressed the power button and like a loading screen started up. And I just never saw her again. That loading screen is still on the display. Like the battery ran out, so it stopped moving. Like it would move continually, but if I were to pop it back on the charger, it would just start back up spinning, which is quite unfortunate. I tried everything. I contacted customer service. Trust me when I tell you it doesn't work anymore. And so I was like, what do I do? Do I just send it in and have them repair it? Which usually is what I would go for because it's the cheaper and more sustainable option. However, this isn't an isolated case. This isn't the first time this is happening to me with this e-reader. Like I hadn't had this specific issue before, but the e-reader gave out on me, like the software gave out on me last year around October, I believe. And it just wouldn't work. Like it would still turn on, but I really couldn't do anything because it would just constantly freeze. I just would get error message after error message after error message. It didn't work. It effectively broke. So I sent it in. I sent them my receipt with it and they sent it back. They didn't send me a receipt or anything. So even if I am to send it in now, it wouldn't be covered by guarantee. So I'd have to pay for it myself. And since it hasn't even been a year since the last time I had to send it in, I was just like, no, I don't need my e-reader breaking to be like a yearly event. I don't, frankly. And so I just decided to bite the bullet and buy a new e-reader. And that is what this video is about. This is her, he, him. I don't know yet. I haven't even decided on pronouns, let alone a name. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. This is the Kobo Clara BW. So the newest Kobo with the black and white screen. I thought about getting the color screen for a second, but honestly, I don't read graphic novels or non-fiction with a lot of pictures or anything like that. I would purely get it so the covers would show up in color. And like, it is an extra 30 euros, I think. And also the black and white doesn't look as crisp on a colored screen as on the black and white screen. And at the end of the day, I mostly look at the black and white of the pages. So I was just like, there's no need for me. And honestly, I haven't regretted my decision so far. I also just think because the color e-ink technology is still relatively new, it is just prone to errors, and I don't need errors with my e-reader anymore. I already had that. So yeah, today I thought I'd show you what I have on here, what the e-reader looks like, how I have all of my books sorted, and just give you a rundown of a couple of the new features I'm enjoying. And once you're done looking at that, I'll see you again. This is what the home screen looks like. So you have the currently readings up here. You have all your books over here, and then over here it usually shows like a random collection. So right now it's my non-fiction collection, but I think this varies because I remember seeing other collections on there. And if we go into my books, you have here kind of a list of all of your books, and you can sort them by all sorts of different fun things. You can last used, date added, title, author, series, data size, and data type. And then you can also filter by all books, ebooks, haven't read, finished reading, or like currently reading, finished reading, imported books, and downloaded books. And then up here we have the authors. So you can just scroll through and see all of your different authors. And if you click on one of them, it'll just show all of the books that you have by that author, which is very handy. Another feature that I really like and that I didn't have on my old e-reader is this little series feature. So I use Calibre to edit my ebooks, or like to edit the metadata of the ebooks, so these will all show up together. You can just add whatever series it is, so for example this one, and then it'll just say Dune up there, and then it's sorted by number, so you can add which book in this series each book is. I'm looking for it here. Here's Harry Potter, which is a longer series, and then you can sort by book number, and it'll just sort them from first to last, which I think is just a very handy feature that I didn't have on my old e-reader. And like, is it the most necessary useful feature? Probably not, but I still do really enjoy using it, just because I feel like it's very satisfying to just have all of your series together. And then we go into collections, and I'm not 100% finished with the setup of this, but I basically just have genres as my collection. So I have classics, fantasy, mystery, nonfiction, romance, and sci-fi. And I'll go into the classics. So it's just all of the books that are classics. And you can either tab up here and like edit collection, and then you can just go through all of your books and look at which ones are in this. And if I say, oh, actually Dune Messiah is not a classic, I can untag it, retag it, and done. And I just really like how these collections are sorted. On my old e-reader, this was a lot more clunky in my opinion, because you actually couldn't add a book to multiple collections. And in this one, red books are just a tag, right? So if I click on this book, I can mark as read, or it'll automatically mark it as read once I finish the ebook. And then you can filter by it like it's a tag. But on my old e-reader, it would be added to a collection of read books. So basically every book I had read, I couldn't add to another collection, which was really frustrating and kind of annoying. But yeah, that's how I have my e-reader sorted. Let me just show you all the ebooks I have. I'll go by author. So yeah, I have just so many of them. And that's that. That's what my e-reader looks like now. I had it for about a week now, so nothing is final yet, but so far I'm really happy. So yeah, that is what my e-reader is looking like so far. As I said, I've only been using it for about a week. So I'm sure this is going to not be this is going to continue evolving. This isn't the final version of this e-reader. I think there's still a couple of genres that I want to make collections for. And obviously the book collection is ever growing. So yeah, I'm really glad to have this device. So far I'm very happy. And most of all, I am happy that I have a functioning e-reader now. Like at the end of the day, I looked at so many different e-readers and watched so many different reviews. At the end of the day, all I need this thing to do is show me book pages, and all the e-readers can do that. If this e-reader were to break, I would go into a downward spiral that I'm not sure I'd be able to break out of. So let's hope it doesn't. Okay, that is all for today's video. It's a little bit of a quickie, I guess. Let me know if you have any questions about the e-reader, and also tell me if you are an e-book person or if you're rather a physical book person. And don't be like, I could never read on an e-ink. Like, I don't care. That if you haven't tried using an e-reader, you don't get to have that opinion in my mind. No offense. So yeah, let me know, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.